When you want your spring break to feel like... and your kids' pool day to feel like... and your hotel bed to feel like... ooh, and room service to feel like... because at Hilton, hospitality feels like...
Your cabana's ready. Would you like fresh towels?
It matters where you stay. Book now at Hilton.com. Hilton, for the stay. Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
Jack Harlow, Trade Places. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. I've been dreading this day. I've been dreading this moment. I've been dreading this, when I have to turn on the album and listen to it all the way. But I've been dreading this new Jack Harlow album ever since Monica was even announced, because I knew there just had to be some bullshit, written all over this album. We had the traditional, more kind of boom bap rap album called Jackman, and I'd say, a couple of those songs sounded pretty okay, but, the rest of the album was boring. It was generic. Didn't have a lot going for it, to be honest with you. I think the only real standout was because, there was a Drake feature on his first album that came out. So, already we're not hitting good fucking strides, in my goddamn opinion. I'm just going to be honest with you. And then I listen to this album, and then I go on Twitter, and then I see this is an R&B album. My favorite genre of music. This is an R&B album. And I'm not going to lie to you, when I opened Trade Places the first time I listened to it, I thought I was listening to like a Mac Miller song. There was just really nothing to it, I'm just going to be honest with you. And the fact that I click on this song, and there is a lot going on with the instrumental, which I will get into. We'll get into that instrumental and all that type of good stuff. But I'm just going to be real. I mean, this song has done absolutely nothing to move the needle, to have an enjoyable experience. This song is so generic that the wind is blowing hard. It just blows my mind sometimes when I, think this could be a good album. Jack Harlow might be back. He might be back to making fucking music. And then you listen to this shit and it's like, what are we doing? Anyways, Trade Places, let's get into it, let's talk about it, starting off with honestly the best part of the song, which is the instrumental, so let's talk about that. Now, the instrumental, in my opinion, really has nothing to it. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I really tried to give it a chance, but I do like the funky guitar sound. It sounds really cool, and I do like the moments where, the chords, strike a little bit more as the instrumental goes on, as it builds on. But I'll just be real with you. I think we need better drums on here. I think the drums are a little bit too generic. And yes, there is really cool jazzy elements, like a saxophone in the background. Like that type of shit, which is pretty fucking cool. But I'm going to be honest with you. I wish this instrumental was just a tad bit better. I wish there was a tad bit more to it. Wish I had a little bit more to it, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of, standing here just wanting a little bit more, in my opinion. And honestly, to be real with you too, I tried my best to really get into this instrumental and have all the cool jazzy elements. But, once we get into the beginning verse,
Kayak gets my flight, hotel, and rental car right, so I can tune out travel advice that's just plain wrong.
Bro, Skycoin. Way better than points.
Never fly during a Scorpio full moon.
Just tell the manager you'll sue. Instant room upgrade.
Stop taking bad travel advice. Start comparing hundreds of sites with Kayak and get your trip right.
Bad advice? You talking to me?
Kayak. Got that right.
This episode is brought to you by Peloton. Welcome to your Peloton Pilates era. Trusted by over 2 million members, experienced instructors with true Pilates expertise, offering classes for every level. Choose from 10 to 45-minute sessions with little to no equipment. Anytime, anywhere. And with the cross-training swivel screen, you can move seamlessly from cardio to mat. Press Pilates. Small moves, big impact. Find out more at onepeloton.com/Pilates.
And this is where my problem already fucking starts. For one, Jack Harlow's singing is not good. Alright, you cannot sit up here and convince me this shit even sounds remotely nice. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The vocal performance from Jack Harlow is not strong, is not good, because Jack Harlow doesn't fucking make R&B music. And now I'm listening to somebody who was trying to put on this more Mac Miller production, trying to put in this more jazzy undertones, have this saxophone, have these cool fucking guitar little fucking loops that switch up, and you do absolutely nothing with it. You know, it makes no fucking sense to me. You know, it's like Cat's Eye. You know, that fucking group, that shitty ass fucking pop group. You know, they put a lot into their instrumentals, but their songs, the verses, the hooks, the meat of the song is not fucking good. And that's a big problem to me, in my opinion, when you're making music that, you know, has all these good elements, but then the main element, which is Jack Harlow's singing, which is his flows, which he does the same flow throughout the whole entire song, and the hook flow is pretty good. I like the little switch up. But the singing, the vocal performance is not good at all. It doesn't make me enjoy the song any more than what I'm listening to. It doesn't fucking sound good, in my opinion. I'd say the only decent part is the hook, because the hook, you actually get some vocal switches from Jack Harlow, and you do have a pretty nice flow. But that's all I can say to your whole entire, like, jazzy undertone R&B track, is that the hook sounds the best. The hook sounds pretty good, but other than that, you know, the rest of the song, in my opinion, is missing a lot. You know, there is R&B artists that can't do it vocally. There is. And there is so many R&B artists that rely on background vocals. And I do like the idea that Jack Harlow is not relying on any of those elements. You know, he's letting his voice really speak out. But I'm gonna be real. If the voice that's speaking out sounds boring as hell, sounds generic as hell, sounds fucking whatever, in my opinion, hey, add some background vocals, add some, I don't know, add some auto-tune elements, just add something to make the song sound a little bit more complex, a little bit more better. Because this album is trying to come off complex, an R&B album. And the first song, yeah, the instrumental is very complex. I love the instrumental. I love the little switch-ups, the little moments. But the rest of the song is nothing like that. So overall, when we talk about Jack Harlow Trade Places, I really do enjoy this instrumental. This instrumental is really nice. Wish the drums could be a little bit more better. But, you know, this instrumental doesn't do a whole lot for me. But if I am breaking it down, I do love all the different individual elements that are in this instrumental. The verses from Jack Harlow were not that good, in my opinion. I'm just going to be honest with you. Vocal performance is very lacking, and the same flow gets very boring very fucking fast. And the hook is actually pretty fucking okay, pretty good. Overall, I'm just going to give this song like an easy, like, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And thank you so much for listening. I'll see you later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.